Give me what I want. You broke, you ugly, you girl's a hoe. Hi everybody, my name is Alex Napoli. Welcome to Health by Napoli, where we only cook healthy food that doesn't suck. What I am working with today is cabbage, carrots, tomato, ground beef, an onion, bay leaves, and stock. So naturally, I'm gonna be making cabbage rolls. I'm making this recipe of stuffed cabbage in honor of the movie Red Sparrow, which is starring Jennifer Lawrence, one of my favorite actresses. And I've just finished reading the first book. I finished the first one before the movie came out so that I could see the movie before. Does anybody else do that? I have to read the book before I see the movie because the book is so much better usually. Loved it. And one of the things I loved most about it was at the end of every chapter, there's a recipe. And so I'm gonna be making the recipe straight from the Red Sparrow book for, I don't know how to say this word, Golubtsi.
Golubtsi.
I'm just gonna butcher it. So the recipe in the book is called SVR Golubtsi. This is a traditional Russian dish, also a traditional Ukrainian dish, and in the book, it's served by her uncle when he tells her she's going to sparrow school. So let's get into it. So the only downside from doing the recipe from the book is that there are no measurements and there are no cooking time instructions. I've also never made cabbage rolls before. So the first thing we need to do is blanch cabbage leaves and cook rice. The rice is already cooking. 3 parts water, 1 part rice. Bring the water to a boil. Add the rice. Bring it back to a boil. Cover, simmer, 20 minutes. Rice. Cabbage. I'm gonna take off the outer layers because they are dirty. And I'm gonna cut the center out of it. This is harder than I was anticipating. Core is out. Ripping the heart out of things, just like Dominica in the book Red Sparrow rips people's hearts out and tricks them into thinking she likes them for secrets. So we've got a hole here in our cabbage, and I'm gonna bring this pot of water to a boil. So now I need to get the onion going. I'm gonna take off the top, and I'm gonna take off the bottom, and then take off the skins. God, I'm just taking it all off. Just like Dominica does in the book when she has to take it all off for that Russian oligarch that didn't work out good for him. Hashtag spoiler alert, because I'm probably gonna say things from the book that maybe are or are not in the movie, but they might spoil some things for you. Cut your onion in half, and then slice it long ways, and then come back down and make it chopped. So what I really like about the book is that it's a real strong female character, but the sad thing about it is that they just F with her life in Russia, like one tragedy after another, and then she gets pushed into sparrow school. This does not sound like a walk in the park, lady. Drama, intrigue, sex, all of my favorite things in a book. Except time travel. There's no time travel. If there was time travel, then it would be like ultimate bookdom. Okay, now the carrots. I'm actually gonna grate the carrots. I feel like that's better / easier than chopping them, and you don't end up with chunks of carrot where maybe you didn't want them. Watch your fingers. I don't know how many to do or how much carrot I need. Just do as many carrots as feels good to you. All right, guys, carrots are done. We have all our fingers left. So let's saute up the onion. We're gonna get our saute pan. We're gonna get it nice and hot. It doesn't say what type of oil to use, so I'm just gonna go olive. Onions. This recipe is as incognito as a CIA spy, like hot, sexy Nate in Red Sparrow. The recipe also doesn't call for any salt or pepper or seasoning of any kind, which I think is an oversight. So I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to my onion. Okay, so I saw a couple different ways that you can cook the cabbage. The one recipe, she literally took all the cabbage leaves off the cabbage. The other one, she cooked the entire cabbage at once. I think it'll be faster if I take them off, and then I can actually see what I'm doing. Separate your leaves as much as you can, in one piece if you can. Harder said than done. No! These beautiful leaves of cabbage don't want to come off. Ooh, that was nice. All right, so we peel a little bit and then from the stem, we swizzle a little bit. Oh yeah, get in there. All right, our cabbage water is almost boiling. Sounds delicious, right? The part of the book that this recipe is from, Dominica actually doesn't really want to eat it because she's sitting with her uncle, who's this gross man. He's, you know, one of the top guys at the SVR, which is the Russian Secret Intelligence. And he then informs her that she's going to Sparrow School, which is basically whore school. Not horse, whore. And she is not happy about this. So when they bring this up, she says, she doesn't want heavy, greasy food. The recipe doesn't sound heavy or greasy at all. It's a lot of vegetable. How many of these am I making? Holy sweet Jesus. I think that's gonna be more than enough. All right, I'm gonna add the carrots to the onions. So we've got our nice onion carrot mix. We're just sauteing this down. All right, our water is boiling, so I'm gonna drop the cabbage leaves in, I don't know, maybe like 2 minutes, 3, until soft. Okay, so let's add our whole peeled tomatoes into the onion mix. I got these canned. I don't know if I was supposed to peel my own tomatoes. Never going to happen. Add in as many as you feel you need. I'm just gonna take the whole peeled tomato out of here and leave most of the sauce in, I think. All right, so I did all of the tomatoes, none of the juice. So let's get our cabbage out of here. You definitely don't want it to overcook. I don't know, man, they still gotta cook another like hour once they're rolled. So I think this is just to get them rollable. They're really hot. Don't touch them. That guy's real sad looking, isn't he? Just like Dominica was when she found out she had to go to Sparrow School. Yeah. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt and some pepper, even though it's not in the instructions, into my sauce mix. Now comes the bit that I'm really not sure about. We're gonna take our ground beef raw and put it into this bowl here. Again, I'm gonna at least salt and pepper it. So we've got our cooked rice here. I don't think we want this to be so hot when we add it to the beef, but I am not waiting. And I also don't know the ratios. So 1 part beef, 1 part rice. Then we add in our delicious tomato mixture. All of it? Oh my God. All of that goodness in there. Now mix it around. You want this to all be one fully incorporated slaw. The rawness of the beef is what's throwing me off. Okay, so the biggest challenge here is proving that the beef wants to stay clumped together. So you have to make sure that you unclump the beef to incorporate it with everything else. And now comes the hopefully fun bit where we fill our cabbage leaves. Okay, so I've got a melon ball, or I guess cookie spreader, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna do 2 heaping scoops of this per cabbage roll. I'm gonna fold the big part over, then roll it up, and then I think I should just be able to stuff this. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna fold both over and then roll it up. And now we've got our first cabbage roll. Generally though, you want them all to be about the same, at least have the same amount of filling in them so that you can cook them at approximately the same time. I think I underestimated how much filling 1 pound of ground beef made once I added all the other things into it. I have so much filling and not enough cabbage, so I'm cooking the rest of the cabbage. Life isn't perfect. Neither are recipes. And sometimes neither is being a secret agent. Like when terrible things happen and you just gotta roll with the punches. I'm really excited to see Jennifer Lawrence do like this action movie because I think she's gonna kill it. Ooh, this is tedious. Now I'm overfilling. I'm like, can this be over soon? Well, I think I'm done rolling. We've rolled a lot. Oh, look how many cabbage rolls we have. 20. Now for the tomato sauce, they don't give any instructions or directions on what kind of sauce. So I'm just gonna use the rest of this can of tomatoes. I'm gonna use this other can of tomato puree. Ah, I splashed. And then I'm gonna use some, this tiny little bit of vegetable stock I have left. And the rest will be chicken stock. So I'm gonna get this hot and like boiling. Now for the butter. In the book, Dominica describes this as a greasy dish. So I'm gonna use a lot of butter. Let's start with an aggressive amount. Okay, so just fry these bad boys up in butter. I'm gonna do the folded side down first, so hopefully it compacts it in. And I'm gonna load it up as much as I can. There's so much happening right now. Do it again. Okay, so once they're brown on one side, flip them over and brown them on the other side. About 2 minutes per side. And then I'm gonna put them in this casserole dish so that I can line them up nicely and make it look pretty. The one thing I forgot is to put the bay leaves in the sauce. All right, so now we've got all of our cabbage rolls snug as a bug in a rug in our little casserole dish here. I'm gonna pour the tomato sauce on top, carefully. So now I'm gonna put this in my 350-degree oven for probably like an hour. Let's see. All right, in she goes. Should I cover it? Probably. Keep some of that moisture in there. Okay guys, it's been exactly 1 hour. I'm gonna go back in there and grab them. Oh, this is hot business. So this needs to cool off for probably like 6 hours. It's boiling so much. Smells really good though. I'm gonna wait a little bit to taste test. Ooh, I should probably check and make sure it's cooked all the way. All right, we got our meat thermometer. I'm gonna go into one of these bad boys. I wanna check if the meat is cooked. Whoa, it's over 200 degrees. That ground beef is definitely cooked. So let this cool off and we'll be back and serve it in a minute. All right guys, let's grab one of these bad boys. Traditionally, these are served with sour cream, so that's how I'm gonna have it today. That's not as pretty as I was hoping it would be. Okay guys, we have our stuffed cabbages here. They look and smell absolutely delicious. I hope today's recipe has helped you get into the spirit for the Red Sparrow movie and get your spy on a little bit. Let's taste it. Still super hot, but really actually tasty. I'm a fan. These are really, really good. I hope you like the recipe too. If you do, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.